me. All right, guys, live on class 2 of our 6 class series. We are letting our class students in that have just signing in right now. So again, if you are just showing up, we are on class 2 of a 6 class series, my holiday story. And there is our front slide. All right, Santa's Little Helper, a Christmas trick adventure. We have a lot of content to cover today. So we
We
are
do.
going to dive right in. All right, you're getting them all in. Perfect. All right, if you're just joining us, we are in class 2 of our Santa's Little Helper, a Christmas trick adventure. This is a 6 class series, and this is class 2. If you're not able to attend every single class, it's totally okay because each class has enough tricks to cover you for a while.
Yeah.
Uh, this is typically our advanced and expert tricks class. So there's approximately 12 to 14 tricks. There's a few of them that are considered expert tricks, but we do want to let you know that anybody can join us. We have a couple puppies that are here so that we can scale it up or down. So let's go ahead and make sure we have give everyone time that is going to show up. I'm getting a message from someone that said, let's see. Someone, okay, there we go. Let me just make sure she can get in. All right, Corey, are you seeing everyone's okay? Everyone's getting in okay?
Yes, everyone that is asking to participate is here.
Okay.
So everyone's in so far.
All right, let's share with a couple people that are here who got a chance to practice last week. Go ahead and take off the slide for just a quick second. I'm going to mute myself as I help get people in. And Corey, can you just say hello to everyone and greet and see if there's any questions about last week's lessons?
Absolutely. All right. How did everybody's week go this past week? I know, Deanie, you said you were traveling. Have you made it? You're in Georgia. You're good. Excellent. How did everyone's practice go from last week? There was quite a bit. I feel like there was quite a bit of content from last week, but not a whole lot of stuff that we were learning brand new from scratch. The challenge was more getting those things in order and putting things together in a specific way. So any particular challenges from last week? Any questions about last week?
No? All
No?
right.
We
All
are good
right.
to go.
Well, let's go ahead and put up the list of what they're going to need for today's class. And while you do that, I will start talking about what it is that we're doing today.
Perfect.
Okay, you've got the
Here's your
list. Go ahead
list.
then. Yeah, go ahead. So, sticky note or tape, we're going to be using for cover your eyes and also for opening a door. Now, for today, you don't actually need to be by a door, but know that sometime this week, practice these skills near a door so you can teach your dog to push a door open. We're not opening a door with a rope. I like to use the painter's tape because it doesn't, I've got a doodle. So, the really, really sticky tape usually sticks too much to their fur. Ribbons or a bow, definitely. We don't need wrapping paper today. I think that's for next week's class, but
Yeah.
a bow, you don't necessarily need a bow for today. Just know that sometime this week, but we do need some kind of ribbon because you're going to be tying a bow around a box. If you have a small box or a bowl for your dogs to put their paws up, so we're doing a paws up, that would be amazing. A mat of some kind and a blanket. So we need two things here. Your dog is going to be wrapping themselves up in a blanket. So they need a mat to settle on, but they're going to be dragging a blanket. If you've got long hair, go ahead and grab that hair tie because we're going to be using a hair tie on a blanket to create a little tug toy. If you've got a toy shopping cart, we're going to show you how to push a shopping cart. If you don't have one, no worries. You're going to be using your arm to do paws up on your arm, which is an assisted walk. And we'll show you how to do that one. Plenty of toys. We're going to be identifying a toy by name. So we've got a little candy cane, a Christmas toy that we're going to use today. A sack of some kind. We're going to be putting toys in a sack. However, like Corey had suggested last week, a pillowcase or even just a blanket wrapped around, like making it into a sack is perfect. And then the gifts would be just basically grab some toys to be able to put into a box. While you're grabbing that, let's go ahead and get to that first slide. And actually, I think it's the second slide that we basically introduce ourselves.
See, I think it's actually back a couple. Introduce ourselves. This
There we
one?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't know by now, we know we're going to have some new people that are coming in for the very first time. Maybe not class live, but there are some people watching this recording. We did have over 40 people sign up for this class. So there'll be a lot of people watching the class recordings a little later on. I'm Yo. I'm the owner of Canine Learning Academy. Like I had mentioned last week, I absolutely love tricks. I have been doing these tricks with my own dogs. You're going to see a lot of brand new recordings that have never been seen before with my own dogs, Bandit and Bentley. We also have Ellie here, who's one of our dog trainers. If you can wave, Ellie. There you go. She's going to be working with a couple of the school dogs. We've got puppy right here, Bella, who's less than, I think, 12 weeks. And behind her, she's going to be working with Moose, who's like a 18 to 20-week-old Bernedoodle. And Corey, just do a quick introduction of yourself. And she's the one helping me put this whole thing together because without her, I would be a mess.
There's a lot of behind the scenes work in putting it together, that's for sure. But my name is Corey. I am from the Toledo, Ohio area. I'm a former zookeeper, so that's where my formal education comes from in animal training. So I've trained a lot of different exotic animals, but I've been working exclusively with dogs, I think, for about 7 years now. But yeah, those are my two in the photos, Gigi and Goose.
And they are featured in the videos as well. Not today, but they
Yeah, I don't
will.
think we have any today, but
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and jump over to our story. Do we have the scene 2 or story on here?
so
Do we?
this is just a recap of this is just kind of like, what the
The whole
story is
thing.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a synopsis. I don't have a slide with the whole story, but here's your tricks list. So we've got 12 on the lineup for today. And this will go in the recap email that's going to go out to help you keep track of what you're working on. But here is our first scene or actually this is scene 1. So this kind of introduces the story for today.
All right. So this is part of you guys did all the whole first act. Now we're going to change our props and all of that. Imagine that we're doing that. Bella returns to Santa's workshop for her second day. Today, she'll learn a few holiday chores to make the toys and gifts even more magical. She opens the door to the workshop to get her day started. So that first trick, open the door. Let's take a look at a video of what open the door is going to look like for today. We are going to let you warm up first before we get started, but we're going to go ahead and play this video. And I think it does have audio.
It does. Can you hear it?
It's kind of low. Quiet room with minimal distractions. There we go. Place a piece of tape on your hand. Show it to your dog and encourage them to touch it in any way. As soon as they do, click or say your marker word and treat. Repeat this until they reliably touch the tape just with their paw. Once your dog understands to touch the tape on your hand, gradually bring your hand closer to the door. Each time they paw the tape, click and treat. Keep moving your hand a bit closer to the door until your hand with the tape is right against it. Now, stick the tape directly on the closed door. Point to the tape and encourage your dog to touch it with their paw. At first, mark and reward for any attempt they make to touch the tape on the door. With each try, they'll start connecting the action with the reward. Gradually, reduce the size of the tape until you can eventually remove it, simply pointing to the spot on the door where they should push. Be sure to reward each and every successful push to reinforce the behavior. Next is to open the door slightly and hold it while you ask your dog to paw target the door, making the door open. Be sure that the door opens slowly so it doesn't startle them. When your dog is reliably pushing the door open on their own, introduce a cue, such as push or open the door, right before they touch the door. Practice this until they respond to the cue without needing the tape. With patience and a lot of practice, your dog will soon be able to push open doors on cue. This trick is not only fun, but also adds a useful skill to your dog's repertoire. All right, let's stop sharing the screen. Couple really quick things on this one. If you've got a really athletic dog that's strong and powerful, Steve, Stash, be careful with having them paw open the door, a lot of scratched paint. So it can be, and by the way, once they learn how to do this, like my dogs constantly open the door when I'm in the bathroom, which is really embarrassing when I've got people in the house. So just be mindful that once they learn this trick, you're going to need to be a little careful. But go ahead and just warm up for 1 minute. And then I want you to practice paw target to your tape. And you can stick that tape anywhere. Stick it to a wall. It doesn't have to be a door. All we want to know is that you know how to transfer from tape to a specific spot. Now, in our trick series, we also do this in the kitchen where the dog is learning how to close all the drawers. All right, so warm up for 1 minute, then we're going to give you an announcement, and then you're going to switch over to the paw target to the tape and see where that leads you. If you've got questions, just ask away. Karen, did you not see that video? We'll spotlight everybody. That's so weird.
I know. I'm hitting add and not replace. There it goes. Okay, and Ellie's back.
So warm up, guys, for 60 seconds. Spins, rollovers. I love the use of all the padded floors so your dog's not slipping. So Steve's got a yoga mat. Karen and Sasha, beautiful rug there. All right, warm up is over. Go ahead and practice your paw target to your hand. If you've got sticky tape, awesome. Then you're going to be moving that sticky tape over to a wall or couch or something where you can transfer the paw target to an object like a piece of tape. This is how we teach turn off the lights. This is how we teach a lot of things.
Yeah, targets for everything.
Ellie, she hasn't learned paw target yet. So you're going to just kind of tickle her paw and click the moment she picks up her paw. So we're going to teach that from scratch with this puppy. Good. I love how you reward the dog for the first position, just getting in front of you. Good. Karen has got Sasha pushing, looks like her dining room table.
Yeah.
This is helpful for pushing a button. We're going to give you a total of 2.5 minutes. You've got about 90 seconds to go. Good. Terry, we're going to take that hand a little bit lower towards the shoulder. If you put the hand by the nose, the dog is going to end up, yep. Yeah, exactly. So say your cue first and then present your paw. Your hand. Sorry. You don't have a paw.
Same difference. I should have Jeannie's transferred her sticky tape over.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can do this with their nose instead and open the door with their nose. It'll be a much gentler open versus a paw. It could slam the door open.
My dogs do what yours do and open the door. If you're
Paw.
not careful, it's all the way latched. They don't use their face.
Perfect.
Their paw.
All right, Deanie, you're done with Bella. All right, 15 seconds to go. All right, make your way over. Give them the all done cue and then get in the habit of putting your dog back on a place. Go ahead and unspotlight and then pull that Canva back up. So going from watching them and having them participate, let them know they're all done, giving them an all done cue, and then cue them to go lay down on the mat while you go back to watching the screen. This is really good practice for them as well. It teaches them to settle. Now, once they do this all the time, you'll see that you'll pull up your laptop and they'll go lay down on a mat. Now, if you could have them put that together, that's going to be amazing for you guys that work from home.
Oh yeah. All right, so here's our next scene.
Share the screen first. There we go. Go ahead, Corey.
All right. First, she helps with wrapping bows, covering her eyes in surprise at how beautiful they look. But there's more to learn, like helping Santa's elves, fetching hidden gifts, and even taking a nap when Santa needs some quiet time. So for the first thing that we'll do is practice tying a bow. So you'll need your sturdy box for paws up.
All right. So you see that the tricks are in red. There are 3 tricks on this scene. Go ahead and go to the next slide where we go over the first trick of paws up while you wrap a bow. Now, I really had a hard time with this one, and I had Ben has no problem put his paws up, but every time I put my hands down to wrap the bow, he ended up like getting off to watch to see what my hands are doing. So I'm sure just you guys will have some of the same issues. So once you get paws up, make sure that box does not move. Reward them in place, and then use the food to help guide them because we're going to have your dog's paws put on the ribbon. So your dog's paws will be on the ribbon as you tie the bow. So here you see Corey moving the food, the other Corey, moving the food. So here she's going to wrap the bow. After you get paws up a few times, you're going to ask your dog to sit and wait, wrap a partial bow, and now see if your dogs can target that bow, that spot by pointing to it, or you could always use your sticky tape. So there you see Bandit has now targeted his paws on there. From here, we need to build duration. So she is going to hold the food in place and have Bandit lick or chew in place so that we get more duration with his paws up, and see how she's moving the food to guide his paws so that they're centered correctly on the box right over the bow. Now, if you find this challenging like I did, you can just do duration. You can ask for a stay and then see if you can tie a bow while your dog's paws are on there. In the scene, we'd like to see a dog's paws, or in this case, Bandit just offered me a chin rest instead. I said, you know what? That's cute as well. So they're participating in the bow being created in front of them. All right. So any kind of paws up while you tie a bow. If you think about it, all it is paws up with the distraction of tying a bow. You can't get them to keep their paws on it, then just try to tie a bow while they're there. All right, everybody, let's see those bow tying skills you guys have. Oh, Deanie's got a real Christmas present. Oh, so does this. Is that Karen? Yeah, she's got a Christmas present. I want to see what Steve pulls out as his ribbon.
Nice, got some ribbon.
Oh, he does. And he's got a very sturdy, nice. I like that object. Now, I had a hard time with the box because the box kept moving. So first pause up. First do pause up. Okay, Terry, leave that right there and just practice pause up. Beautiful. Mark and reward with her paws up on the box. Use treat placement to get them to stay there. Beautiful, Karen. And Karen, I love how you're holding the box in place so that thing doesn't roll over. Nice work.
Okay to just do one paw?
Totally.
I was
Totally.
just gonna ask that.
Yeah, I think it looks
Yeah.
cute too. You know how you like you have someone put your
Yeah.
finger there? That's kind of what that reminds me of.
Oh my God. And she's holding it there. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Very good. I love that relationship right there. That's so cute. Look at the tails wagging.
I know. Everybody's so happy.
Sophia's like, tie the dang bow already.
I know. She's like,
Yeah.
we got this.
So after you do a few repetitions and they're not scared of it, then you can go ahead and start your bow and then ask them, do it again.
Excellent.
This is another way to use that sticky tape, right? Paw target to the box, have them hold. It's a good, Carol, this is a good one, is if they have a position like take or carry or something, if you get them to be able to freeze, like a hold, freeze, and they stay put doing it, that's how you can get that like duration, like a sustained nose target, or in this case, a paw target that holds on to the ribbon while you tie it. Excellent. Good. All right, let's do 30 seconds because we got a lot of tricks today. Please ask questions as they come up.
Bella's helping Deanie tie her ribbon or untie it.
Oh, that would be so cute to untie it.
She
Too.
just
Yeah.
tugged on it.
She's definitely got the untie down. I'm good at that.
Yeah, we got to put that into the story. That would be maybe like they repurpose the ribbon. That would be a reason to.
Bella gets to open her own present at the end.
At the very end. All right. Oh, look at little Bella. The other Bella, the baby Bella.
Puppy Bella, yes.
She's got paws up on a box. That's really good. She's not even got all of her shots yet. All right, guys, give them the all done cue. Very cute. This is how we bring joy to Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Just cute.
Puppies.
Yeah. All right, going on to the next trick, which is
our next one is cover eyes. Let me get it queued up and I'll share it.
All right, cover eyes is another one that we're going to use with sticky tape. At the very beginning of this trick, your dog must be comfortable with having their face touched. If they're not, you're going to need another way of doing this. And I do have one other option that we can try today. So option one, go ahead and play that video. Start by asking, so there's your cover your eyes trick. It's where they hide, basically put their paw over their nose. So you want to touch their chin. You want to be able to touch their head, the base of their nose. So practice this a few times. Hopefully you're not putting the clicker in front of your dog's face, but if so, make sure they're comfortable with it. Then you're going to grab a piece of tape. You're going to ask for a chin target. Just hold your dog's chin on your palm and then place and he said no. So she pulls back, right? So he said, okay, let's try this. You want to put it pretty high on the base of the nose, and that'll cause your dog to see it and they try to flick it off. When they flick it off, hey, that's it. That's what we're looking for. You're going to click the moment they pull their paw up off the floor, and then you're going to gradually get more and more higher on their paw lift. Now, if the tape does not fall off when they do that, go ahead and take it off for them and do it every single time, because eventually we're not going to have tape on there. We're going to just simply put our two fingers on the base of their nose. Now from here, she's making the tape smaller and smaller. So she's taking little pieces of it off. He said no. See how she listened? Okay, this one she said. Okay, let's try this one. So doing it again. Wait. There's that It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get the motivation going that your dog understands that they lift their paw near their face, they're going to get some clicks and treats. She's now making the tape even smaller and smaller. This is a kind way of doing it. She's clicking and treating, and see how the tape did not fall off. So she takes it off each time. Now from here, all she does is pretend she's putting tape on the base of the nose, and it's simply just pushing the base of the nose. And he lifts up his paw, and there's your click and treat. Now from there, she'll pretend to, so what happens with Bentley, he knows what she's going to do. He's predicting. So he starts putting his paw over his nose when she starts moving her hand towards him. And now from that, we can put that on a verbal cue. The verbal cue for this one could be cover, hide, or you can simply do the same gesture with your own hand to your nose. Okay, go ahead and pull that video off. So that's option one. One other option that I have seen work in class is your dog's in a down position and you simply blow. Okay, you got to be kind of close. And I don't know if it's because it stinks or because of the air, but for some reason the dogs go, oh. And when they do lick and treat, okay, because all you got to do is if these dogs that know how to do this, they're just trying to figure out what it is you want. So just clear communication. Try one or both options and see who can get through this in about 2.5 minutes with cover your eyes. Now we got some sticky tape coming out.
Yeah, the tape worked best for me. When I blew in their face, I was already too close and they just tried to lick me. Well, that's not what we're going for.
So remember to start touching your dog's face without tape first. Hold on, Terry. Just wait patiently. Wait patiently. She's going to do it. She's going to take it off. If not, go ahead and give her a treat. Give her a treat. And now take the tape off and make the tape more of a circle, like a round circle, so a little bigger, and place it on the base of their nose, like on the high top of their nose, so their eyes can see it. Now just wait patiently. Look at her and just wait. Okay, try the blowing, Terry.
That's what I get. She's got the zoomies. Oh my goodness.
She
And now
still
it's still
has the
there.
tape.
The tape is still there.
She will take it off eventually. It might be too small, so try a bigger piece of tape.
Yeah, that was gonna be my suggestion.
Very good, Karen. I love how patient you are. Now wait, there it is. Nice job with Sasha. There's Bella doing it.
Yep.
So see how she's pawing at you? This would be attempts, any attempt. Steve, maybe you use a treat to keep Stash's nose down and then place the sticky note on top. Ideally, the dogs are in a down, but they can also be in a sit. Down, it seems to be easier for them to pick their paw up and cover their nose. Now just wait, Terry. Let's just wait it out. Watch for that paw. There it is. I saw it.
A little lift.
Make sure your timing is amazing with this trick. Perfect, Karen. Just wait for it. Try doing it to your nose, Terry. Yeah, she copied you.
Nice.
That's
Smart
another way of learning.
baby.
Yeah, copying, mimicking. 30 seconds. Wait for it. There it is. Did you mark it? Very good. So cute. All right. Finish up this one. Maybe do it one more time. Okay. Did it look like anyone got rid of the tape? I know that I think
did.
that Deanie
Oh, you know
did.
what? I thought, yep, there it is. Yeah. Dean's got it.
Karen is
Nice.
Karen, see if you could do it without putting the tape on there. Okay. Click and treat. Slow it down. Slow it down. Hold, put it down like you're really, yeah. Push down, hold, hold, hold. Now release. See if she does it. Okay, then you would do a few more repetitions. All right, guys, give them the all done cue. Finish up your last one. That
That was fun.
was so cute.
Mhm.
Hey, this is not an easy one. This is not something you could do in one session, but definitely keep practicing that. And we saw go ahead and pull up that screen. So that was 3 options. So there's mimicking where you just keep doing it to yourself and your dog's like, what the hell? What is going on? And then they just go, okay. And they, accidentally do it. So I'll normally go like this and I'll go, hi, and sometimes the dogs will do it. So Bentley seems to mimic. And then we've got, who's not here today, Monty normally will
Yeah.
mimic. But you've got the blowing and then you've got the sticky note, sometimes putting a bigger piece of tape right here on the base, because then they can't see. So they're going to usually knock it off to get the tape off there versus a small piece. All right, what do we have next, Corey?
Take a nap. So this is where you'll need your blanket and your settle mat. So they'll be
Oh,
bringing
I
the
love.
blanket over to the mat to take a nap.
Okay,
Right.
so this one I recorded with Bandit, and it's 2 skills: settle on the mat and basically a pull. Now they can keep the blanket off the floor. I think Carol had mentioned that last time, that her dog likes to carry versus drag. This
Okay.
video is not okay. You're playing.
Yep.
It doesn't matter either way, but they basically pull the blanket over to their settle mat. So to begin, I use my hair tie to tie a spot on a blanket so that I can create a tug toy with an end of a blanket. This gives them a really clear indication of what I want them to touch. Use a light, small blanket for smaller dogs. And we're trying to get a pull. So when I'm asking for a pull, I really prefer my dog to be standing up on a surface that gives them some traction versus a slippery floor, right? So I'm just getting tug. I'm just playing tug. A lot of dogs that love toys are going to really love to play this part. So it's a pull to begin with. From the pull, we're going to get into the fetch. So you're going to see that I just get them going on pull, and I'm delaying my click so I get a bigger pull. See how he's pulling further? See, watch his back legs. He's taking more steps. From here, I place the blanket on the floor and then I point to it. And so now I'm getting a carry. You're going to see me shift my body weight from forward towards him to pulling back. See how I'm kind of asking for a nose target to my hand? My weight shift is getting him to bring and carry the blanket to me. We get more and more repetitions. So then we put it together. Go get your blanket. And then we give him, as soon as he gets there, I yell, settle. And he's putting those 2 things together. The sequence is fetch your blanket, settle. Then he starts to put it together and he does it by himself. So he grabs his blanket there. I just kind of mess around with him. But settle. Now, those of you that have the roll over, you would add on. Let's go ahead and stop that screen share. If you've got roll over, it's grab your blanket, get on the mat, roll over. And that's how you're going to get that dog rolls in a blanket and the blanket goes over them. So if you've got a roll over, it's 3 tricks: fetch, settle, and roll. All right. Otherwise, let's just fetch a blanket and bring it to a mat. Any form of that. Let's see what you got.
I think
Oh,
my
that's
problem again is the hold part. I can have her bring it and then settle on the mat and she'll roll over, but I don't know if she'll hold the blanket when she rolls over. Is there any
Um,
tips for that?
yeah, the roll over, the one that's rolling the blanket, they're actually laying on the blanket that they're going to roll over with. So it ends up rolling around them. Even if they let go, the blanket ends up spinning around.
Okay.
So the key is to get them to lay on in a certain position on the blanket in order for it to roll around them when they roll.
Mm,
The other thing is that when they is for them to lay down before they roll, where some dogs are standing and then they roll and then they miss the blanket.
okay.
So practice, forget about the dragging the blanket, practice having them lay down on the blanket and then ask them to hold the thing in their mouth. The moment that they're holding it in the mouth, do that a few times, click and treat, and then catch them off guard and then just ask them to roll over. So they have it in their mouth and they almost need to forget that they've got it in their mouth, but then they roll over.
Okay. Thanks.
Mhm. I have seen people put the end of the blanket inside their harness and then ask for a rollover.
Cheap.
So,
Like it.
so for movies and videos, you could do it that way. Technically. So cute. I just love how happy all the dogs are practicing these cool tricks.
Yes.
Oh, good job.
Nice, Terry.
Lay down, Sophia. Yeah.
There it is.
Wow. We're celebrating Sophia's first birthday this Friday.
What?
Mhm.
Oh,
Wow. Oh gosh,
nice
that was
job, Deanie.
perfect. Carol,
Yes.
watch Deanie and Bella.
Okay.
So she's doing this is the one we practice in our expert class. So see how she's got an end of a blanket. So she's gonna do it timing. Oh, she missed it there.
I see what you mean.
She does it quick enough where the dog forgets they have the thing in their mouth because they're so excited. See how the down and
Oh, so
close.
Close, yeah. I did see her get it once, though. You just have to cue it really quickly, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you reward her a few times for putting that in her mouth? There you go. Yeah, Moose. He's like pulling that blanket. Oh, Sasha. Nice job, Sasha. And settle. Great timing, Karen. Very good. Stash likes this one. Now, just reminder, this helps you with the other tricks, such as fetching a blanket for you when you're on the couch or removing the blanket from you. So if you want them to drag the blanket off you. So up or down, position work would be just using your nose target to hand to tell them where you want them to bring it. All right, give them the all done cue. Dogs that love tug love this one. Hey, we are 22 minutes. How are we doing on time?
I think we're okay. The next several treats are, or tricks are ones that should be pretty easy to get, like 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 in a row that are going to be pretty simple, so we'll get those
Okay.
quickly. So let me get scene 3 up. All right. Bella is on her way to becoming Santa's top pup. Look at her sit patiently, organize toys in a cart, and follow her handler. Okay, so our sit patiently is a sit and wait, and then toys in a cart. We talked about the paws up and an assisted walk, and then follow is just a walk in heel position.
Okay, go ahead and just pull up the slide with sit and wait. We're not going to actually do that one today because that one by now you guys should have, but you're going to want to have your dog sit and wait while you put out the toys and the shopping cart. Okay, if you don't have a shopping cart, this can be a wagon, this can be even a box where you're going to have your dog put toys in a box. So let's go to the shopping cart one because I do want to teach you guys the tutorial on this one. Now I do have a full tutorial, but for the purpose of this class right here, it's 2 paws up. It's paws up. Now you can use your arm because your arm is going to be unstable, unlike a box or something like that. When you first start off, you're going to have your dog put their paws up on, let's say you have a shopping cart, you would do it on the shopping cart like this. You're going to reward in place. Go ahead and pull that screen off. The other option is to have them go and put your arm out and have them do pause up here, because now you can move your arm and actually get them to take steps. So that's what we normally do. It's called an assisted walk. Pause up here, mark and reward, release. Pause up here, mark and reward. And you're going to try to keep rewarding right here as you move so that they're moving with your arm. If you've got something with wheels, you've got to hold that thing in place so it doesn't move right away, and just get the repetitions of putting their paws on there. And then you can start to push that cart. So push a cart 2 feet up on your arm, assisted walking of any kind. If there's any dog that knows how to walk on their hind legs, you can do something like that. Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
We've
I
got
didn't think
somebody.
about that.
Yeah, a chair
Yeah.
with wheels. Absolutely. All right, guys, give this a try. So 2 paws up on your arm and walk. Chair with wheels. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Wagon. But remember to hold everything in place at first. Yep, Bella's got her own shopping cart. I do have 2 types of strollers, but
Oh, a stroller would work. Yeah. I love the chair idea though, because that's something a lot of people have.
good. Hold that chair in place, Terry.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes, with the feet. Good.
Come down a little lower, Steve, first. Come down lower, like kneel down first. Kneel down. Steve, kneel down and then present your arm. Yeah, hold your arm against your leg and then present your arm. So it's very sturdy. Now with the opposite hand, take a treat over your arm and lead to a pause up. There it is.
Yay.
Good. Oh, there he goes.
So
Dash
cute.
left the building. That was cute. Wheels should not be moving at first. Beautiful. Then toss the treat to reset. The next time, maybe they take one. Look at Bella.
Oh my goodness. She's getting her shopping done.
Oh, great job, Ellie. She's got a pause up on a fabric crate that's a little soft. This is your unstable surface. If you've got one of those Bosu balls or a ball that moves, those are good too, as long as you can get it sturdy at the beginning. This is great for core work. All we're looking for is just a couple steps.
Oh, Sasha.
That was really good, Karen. Let's see if Deanie can. Yes, Bella. I think that was 4 steps. We got to figure out which one of our school dogs can do this across the stage.
I like that Deanie has the cart moving toward the couch so that
That's a
there
great
is
idea.
like
There's a stopping
break.
point.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she doesn't get out of control, like, and can't get back down and ends up falling and then starting
Yeah.
herself.
And the
Smart.
carpet floor helps to slow it down, right?
Yes.
Versus a slippery floor. All right, 20 seconds here. Good, Steve. Way to be patient. First, get your dog in position. Oh, he's
Yes.
like, I know what I want. And
Yes, very good.
there you go. Toss a treat to reset, Steve. It's important to cue. Yes, there you go.
Right towards us.
All right, guys, give them the all. Nice job, Karen. Give them
This
the
went
all
really
done.
well.
Yeah,
Good.
I love all the different things.
Yeah. Everyone's so creative. And
Deanie,
it's nice because then we gather up tips to give to other people, you know, things we didn't think about before, like the chair.
yeah. Deanie, go ahead and do that a couple more times because they were working. I just want them to, oops, hold on one second. So this is, I love how there's a start and a stop. She's on rug and she's got a stop over there where the couch is, and see how there's that push cart. Beautiful. Keep going. Boom. Right. If you do that enough, the dog knows where to start and stop. Right. And then they're going to just keep taking their steps. So there's your push cart.
Yeah, I was gonna say she kind of knows when the end is coming because I saw a couple times that she like pushed it away and let go. It's like she
Yeah.
knew it was coming.
All right, moving on to our next trick. It's walking in heel with, is it following the elves or with the elves? Follow the elf. Okay.
Next to or right behind.
So we just want you to, we're not going to do this one today, but basically get your dog to be able to walk right next to you. And if you've got 2 or 3 people in the room, you can always have someone put on their elf's ears and have them follow behind. All right, let's move on to our next scene, which is scene 4.
All right. After playing in the snow with the other elves, Bella spins around to shake off the snow. She then waves goodbye to her friends and gets back to work. She helps Santa find toys that need to be wrapped. She carefully hands over a bow for a finishing touch and puts the presents away safely in Santa's sack. So we have quite a few happening in this scene. All right, first one will be spinning in both directions and then wave.
So spinning left and right, if you've never done this before, probably the fastest way to teach it is just to lure it. So treat to the dog's nose, and you're going to ask them to spin around. When they get to the halfway point, you're going to click and treat and bring your hand right back to the starting position and repeat that a few times. After you get the dog doing it with food in your hand, you're going to want to remove the food, but keep the same hand gesture and then continue to mark and reward for that. That is the wrong. Oh, that's wave. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's your spin left and spin right. So you're going to go spin, spin. And then the next one is the wave. To teach a wave, it's best if your dog knows how to do a paw target to your hand. Remember to present your hand right even with their shoulder that you want them to put their paw, which paw that you want them to use. Gradually, you're going to switch the hands so it's palm facing them. So you've got that high five going. From the high five, you're going to pretend to put your hand there, but when they go to put your hand, you're going to pull your hand away, and that's where you start to get that first wave. You're going to be really close to your dog at first, but you'll gradually move a little further away till you can eventually generalize it by standing up and doing this at a distance. So spin, spin, wave, 2.5 minutes. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
This is how you know it's an advanced class.
We did boom, boom, boom. Everyone knows what they're doing.
We do have tutorials on this. Can you stop sharing the screen?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was spotlighting everybody already.
There we go.
There we go.
Spin, spin, spin left, spin right. Shaking off the snow. Oh my gosh, I tried to get a quote on a snow machine. Oh my goodness.
Like a snowblower?
Well, I wanted like 4 inches of snow.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
for a snow day, but they also have a snow blower that I can rent where it will have snow like coming down.
Yeah. That would be cool. Probably pricey.
Beautiful. Stash has got it. Spin left, spin right, and wave. Slow down, Terry. Do 1 spin at a time. Mark and reward. Give her that treat. Okay. Now spin the other direction. Slow down. Yeah, step with it. Step with your left foot. There you go. Try using, Terry, your right hand to go right and your left hand to go left. There you go. That's better. Too easy for Steve and Stash.
And that's Bella.
Good.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, Karen's getting a little crazy there. She's dancing with her dog.
Oh yes, the spin with the my dog loves that.
All right, Steve.
Yeah,
Try to posture up so you're not having to bend over. Deanie, I love how your hands are behind your back. 20 seconds to go. We got last 10 minutes. And time. Give your dog the all done cue. All right, the next trick that is on here that we're not going to do today, but it's something you can practice sometime this week, is fetching a bow. You can spotlight that or share that screen. I think it's page 45. Fetch a bow is basically getting them to put a textured item in their mouth and bringing it to you. Fetch means go grab that and bring it to me. So when next week we're helping the dogs will will be helping us wrap presents, scissors, tape, bow, ribbon. You're going to want to practice that this week, that weird texture. If they're not comfortable with a bow that's made out of that plastic stuff, use something that they are comfortable with, or just simply a toy. Let's move on to the next one, which is put the toys in Santa's sack. So this is just like putting your toys away in a toy box, except we have an open sack, like a pillowcase. Can we share that video, page 46?
Got it.
All right, on this one, I first had a list of toys. I had Bentley lay down right in front of me. That's what it looks like at the end. He is actually carrying the sack of toys, the Christmas Santa's bag. But I start off with presenting the toy right in front of his face, shaking it a little bit, and I am marking and rewarding for any engagement. Now, gradually, I delay the mark until I'm getting teeth on it. That's how we teach hold. So first it's anything, nose, paw, tongue, whatever. Then we get teeth on it, and that's the goal behavior that I'm looking for at the beginning. From there, you see me fast forward to actually placing the toy on the floor. But look how fast my hand is right there. As soon as he has it in his mouth, I'm not expecting him to carry it right away. So that is a big, big tip right there. From there, we're getting fetch to hand. Now I'm going to place my hand near the bag. Can you bring it to my hand that's over the bag? And then eventually I'm going to pretend my hand misses it and he dumps the toy into the bag himself. But now I manipulate the bag so that the toy is coming into the bag. From here, I might just point to the bag and ask him, hey, this is the target spot right here. But any kind of fetch to hand, fetch to a spot, and then here's me pointing, hey, right here, put it in here. From here, I'm going to ask him to actually get up. So I toss the toy a little further away, and now I've got a standing fetch into a Christmas bag. You're going to want to do this several times over the week before you get the dog to actually do that and carry the bag of toys. So again, be mindful of the size of your dog, the weight of the things that you're using. So on this little Christmas sack that I found, it has the two ropes on the end. So instead of me tying using a hair tie to find a spot, I just simply, you're going to see me present those two little things right there and ask him to tug on that. So there's that first pull. And a little bigger pull. So notice that I have the dog standing up when I'm asking them to drag or pull. Open the refrigerator. The dog has to be standing to carry their body weight. Now watch here as I start to shift the weight, right? Shifting my weight to get them to carry it further. Now I move it and I ask for more of a carry. So although we're showing the entire video, you're going to just do a part of this, and then you have all week to practice this. So I'm also using nose target to hand. I'm saying, bring it right here to my hand, right? So that's here's what it looks like as I took the rug off the floor so that the floor was a little more slippery and it was easier for him to drag the sack across the floor. So there's another tip for you, Carol, that I know that a lot of dogs don't want to like trip and get stuck over it. So that's one way, is to make it a little bit more slippery. All right. Any version of this, give it a try. You've got all week to practice. Actually, you've got 6 weeks. I think it's 6 weeks before we do our show. So you've got plenty of time to practice this. This is very similar to go get your blanket and settle.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing that's nice, is you can take these concepts and create lots of, so it looks like your dog knows all kinds of things when it's really just a handful of skills that you're just changing.
Yeah, so true.
What's the date of the show again?
For the virtual class, it's the 17th of December. And then live in-person students in Huntington Beach will be at the facility on the 19th. It's a Thursday at 6 p.m.
Hopefully it's just not me and my dogs.
We'll still be there to watch. Those of us that are far away.
Like it starts at 6, so I have class till 5 in Bellflower, but I can probably make it.
Okay, then we'll carve you out an act once you show me what your dog's what portion they can do. Oh, I like Deanie using a bag. A bag would be a little bit harder because it has a weird sound. I think is that Karen using a bag too? Good. Sophia might be done. This was a lot for her, Terry. So
Oh, yeah, she's
she's
younging.
out. And Ellie's moved on to her third dog. This is her dog, Tatum.
Oh,
Beautiful. So it's just fetch a toy, put it in the bag. Okay, now let's see, Deanie, if you can get her to drag the bag. I know you've done it before. I saw it last week. She can carry her bag of toys herself. Hold the handle. And I would tape those handles. Yeah, there we go. There's the drag. Beautiful. Good. Let's do a 15 seconds. Oh, that's the last one, right?
we actually have find a toy by name.
Oh, I didn't see that
Left.
one. Okay. And time. Give your dog a break. One more trick for this week. Now, not everyone has to do this one. We could just simply watch. Maybe a few of you just watched. Most of your dogs are done. Now, this is identifying a toy by name. Later on, we're not going to do this in this series, but there is fetch my slippers, you know, pick up my tennis shoes, go get the mail, go grab the newspaper. So when you're identifying a thing by name, this is the way that we typically train it. So we're going to show this video and I'll talk you through it. I don't think there's audio in this one. No. Okay. This is what it looks like is out of a group of toys, your dog goes and grabs the specific toy you asked, which this was called the candy cane. Simply place the candy cane or the toy you want them to identify by name in front of them. And whatever they do, click and treat. Now we are going to ask for a fetch. So we are going to be delaying the click until we get teeth on it. So that's the click and treat. Notice that she's rewarding and putting it away each time. This helps the dog to understand that it's got something to do with this particular object. Once your dog is identifying or touching it when it's in front of them, move it a little to the left, move it to the right, and see that your dog really understands that this thing has something to do with the trick. From here, only mark and reward for teeth on it. Now, once your dog is able to pick up and give you the goal behavior, you're going to put this on a name. She's saying the word candy cane, and then she's putting the toy down. Candy cane, she's putting the toy down. So she's renaming this toy candy cane, right? Now she says candy cane and she moves it in a different direction, another spot. Does he understand that candy cane means go get this specific toy? So that's the very first step. Step 2 is to present another object at the same time that is not a toy. And she's using a spatula. She's saying candy cane, and he's identifying the candy cane. Now she's marking and rewarding for anything that he's doing with the candy cane. She's not only doing the mouth. She's clicking sooner. So then she asks him to move further and she does it again and she mixes it up for the very first time. The first 3 repetitions, she made it super easy. She presented it at the same spot. Now we make it a little bit harder. Candy cane. Now here he goes after the wrong one. So she simply doesn't click and waits. And then she helps him by pointing to the correct one. And he gets it. So that's how you scale up and down on this one. You help them out at this stage. From here, then you can put 3 objects, 4, and then you can start to have everything touching like we do here. Candy cane. First, you put the candy cane on top, and then gradually you can put it down and you can cover it so the dog's actually digging to look for it. So she says candy cane, and he identifies the exact toy that we're looking for. All right. Let's just do 1 minute of it. If you've got anybody that would like to participate in this, is there someone that would like to try it? We can spotlight them and let's just troubleshoot one person. Anyone else have a toy that want to try it? I think Karen and Sasha. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So Karen, you see her using a weight for Sasha because she'd normally go after. She wants her to think about what she's doing. So that's where that weight help is really useful. Now, even if the dog looks at it, there you go. I would click and reward at the beginning. Now, guys, it's 12 o'clock. Those of you that need to go back to work, go ahead and exit. The recording will be here and you'll get a recording copy and all of that stuff a little bit later on. Beautiful.
Thanks.
So, bye, Carol. Thank you. Good. Okay. So you guys have dogs that are doing it left, right. So go ahead and name it. And then once you've done a name a few times, now you're going to put down 2 objects at the same time, evenly, and then ask your dog to bring that specific toy. Now we can't see what Bella's picking up, but we can tell by Deanie's
I
marking
was
and
just
rewarding.
thinking that.
We can
Clearly
tell
is
she's
happy with what she did.
yeah. Like there we go.
There we go.
So she's so that was the wrong one or the right one? That was the right one.
That's the
Okay.
right one. Yeah.
Okay, here comes Sasha. She's got looks like a cell phone and a stuffed. Yeah, of course the dog's not going to pick up the cell phone, but that's good, right? You want to make it successful. Very good. 30 seconds to go. So this is how we identify all those cool things by name. Very good. All right, well, you guys continue to practice. Let's go ahead and close off class. Go ahead and share the screen.
All right. So your practice for the week, practicing that paw target to open a door, paws up for your wrap a bow, and then getting a little more specific and getting their paw targeted right on top of the bow, covering their eyes, taking a nap. So they're taking the blanket to the settle mat, laying down, walking in heel position or just behind, toys in a cart and then pushing the cart, spin both ways and wave, find a toy by name, and then put your toys away and send to the sack. A lot of stuff to practice, but some of it is old hat for some of us, and then a couple of things to probably spend a little bit more time on than others in this round.
Great job, guys. And this was the end of class 2. If you have any questions, please reach out to us either in the Facebook group on Messenger or reach out to us directly. Share your videos. We love seeing your progress, and we will go ahead.